Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and fans of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live, everyone. Hey! And as you can see, Dana is not here, but Kelly from ReadySetDrone has agreed to fill in. Welcome, sir.
Dana just got a whole lot uglier.
Yeah, no. And by the way, your mic is still a little bit hot, sir, if you just smidge that down.
Check.
There you go. That's good.
Man, tell you what, doing a show with a radio guy. Am I right?
Oh, yeah. We're yeah, such prima donnas. By the way, I apologize for that little message in front of your face. Of course, the backwards bandwidth giving me troubles.
Oh, good Lord! I'm always having to do this.
Yeah. Coming up on the show today, it's not going to be 3 hours long like last time. Got a great guest. His name is Justin Simon. He's 18 years old. He's a high school student, and he's writing a paper on drones, and he interviewed me about it. So we're going to have him on, tell you about his channel. Something pretty awesome. The shirts are now available. Yes, sir! You can get the Heron Aerial Photography shirts by going to heronaerialphotography.com. And that's how you do that. And
if you can say that 10 times quickly after doing a shot of tequila, then you are quite a cunning linguist.
Yes, it is a mouthful. Before we go any further, lest we not forget that our sponsor, of course, is a pigeon to the jerky.
Over time,
and that's not it. I had it all ready. I knew something was going to go on. There we go. Yeah.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Yeah.
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
All right.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
Pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah. All right.
Hey Ken.
Yes, sir.
Do you know how many pigeons it takes to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
2, but don't you wonder how they got in there?
This is a family show. Do I need to hold on? I gotta have my warning. Here we go. This is the warning for everybody.
This program is for mature audiences only.
Please have your fake ID ready.
All right. So
Nice.
Before we go any further, I do want to mention that, and I don't know if you've noticed, I'm not wearing the brace, and I actually have regular clothes on. Regular clothes. First time since December 26th, 2017 that I have not had to wear sweatpants or scrubs or something.
That is awesome.
That
is awesome.
And I'm feeling like I'm making a lot of progress. I'm feeling better every day. I still can't lift my drone case, but I will be flying this weekend to try to live up to Mateus Allring's challenge to fly backwards. And we recorded something a couple days ago, a tutorial of sorts, and I'll be posting that very soon. But right now,
Stop the music. It's time for news.
all the news of all the drones you'd ever want to know in the newsroom today. And for Dana, it is Kelly. Hit it.
Hey everybody, it's all the news that is news tonight. We've got some really big developments happening in the drone world. Well, first of all, I'm super excited about this. It appears that the U.S. is finally going to get drone delivery starting in May.
All right.
That's coming up pretty soon. The first confirmation will be seen that we will begin seeing drones in locations within the United States. But there's not a lot of detail here. If you want to know more, we can actually post it. It was from the Wall Street Journal. But all I'm waiting for is for that drone to bring me an Amazon package with another drone in it. How exciting would that be?
That's like a 3D printer printing another 3D printer. Yeah.
It's finally happened, folks. The robots are taking over.
They're becoming sentient.
And
yes.
Speaking of robots, Ford, the big motor company, which they're not really robots, but they are driving machines. They are actually talking about developing an open source platform to make aerial vehicles that people can ride in.
What?
So people have heard of the E-Hang. I think that's one that a lot of people have seen video of. You've seen these motorbikes, but if you can imagine Ford taking this on, I'm gonna get me a quadcopter pickup truck.
Okay. Well, the little acronym for Ford, right? Found on road dead.
Found on road. Yeah, I've heard found on road dragging.
Yeah.
No, actually, Ken, I take offense to that. My family, my father has driven a Ford Mustang for as long as I can remember, and it's a pretty fun little car to drive, quite honestly. But the F-150 drone is going to be delivering packages of other drones to your house soon. So watch out for that.
Okay.
And then the other thing that is really interesting is that there was a wildfire that was potentially caused by a drone that burst into flames.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, it's sketchy, but some people believe that it was the LiPo battery caused the drone to catch fire, causing the dry tinder to go up in flames. Now, first of all, if you did start a fire with a drone in a forest, you aren't allowed to fly over that fire. You got to stay away from those things.
Right.
But hopefully someday we'll have firefighting drones that can drop water on the fire or chemicals, right?
Yep.
So we've taken a jar out of the karma jar, or a coin out of the karma jar, and we're putting another one in by putting the fires out. Finally tonight, we're going to talk about some elephants.
Yeah. This is awesome.
What do you know about elephants?
Oh, well, they're big and they're scared of small things.
Yeah, that's right. They're scared of bees.
Mm-hmm.
And in Kenya, the local authorities are using drones to keep elephants from trampling the crops. They found that the sound of a drone is so similar to the sound of a bee that it stops the elephants from trampling these crops.
Over time, elephants often outsmart conflict mitigation tools once they get used to them. But researchers say so far, elephants haven't caught on to drones. The breakthrough came a few years ago when researchers were taking aerial photos of elephants and made a surprising discovery.
It turns out they're very scared of the drones. They would run away almost instantly.
There was a sort of unintended benefit.
You think you're using a drone just to film some elephants, and all of a sudden you've discovered this new way to deal with human-elephant conflict.
Han and his research group now train Serengeti park rangers to use the drones and collect data to measure their effectiveness. In 2016, Han and Julius Keu co-authored a study of 51 instances in which drones were deployed. They worked every time.
I just need to land.
Of course, the drones have limitations.
The wind is too strong.
They don't work in high winds and rain. Serengeti District Game Officer John Lindoyan oversees the region. He's not yet convinced that drones can be effective and says that at roughly $800 per drone, he has more pressing priorities.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why do elephants paint their toenails red?
Why?
So they can hide in a cherry tree. Have you ever seen ever seen an elephant in a cherry tree?
No, I haven't.
They do a pretty good job, don't they?
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much for the news.
You're welcome. I'm quite happy to do it.
Let's go ahead and have our invisible host give us a better joke than that. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What's worse than finding a worm in your apple?
What?
Finding a snake.
I guess so.
I don't know that was better, but it was certainly unexpected.
Yeah. Now, speaking of unexpected, I had unexpected problems last week from my beloved razzmatazz. Do you like the razzmatazz, Kelly?
I do.
I like it too.
Razzmatazz.
And by the way, Neil, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey Ken, glad to see the brace is gone. Let's have a spring meetup at Centennial Park. Yes, Centennial Park in Nashville. It's a great place to fly if you know how. That is a state park, and you can't take off from there, but you can fly there. But there's a 7-foot tall guard there who doesn't like drones, and if he catches you, he will chase you out. Nice guy. So back to the razzmatazz. Razzmatazz has been causing me some problems, so I did some tweaking, and I think I fixed it. But if anybody
did you compress it? What did you do? How did you fix it?
Well, I made it match the frame rate of what we're encoding to. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any problems, you let me know right away, and I will stop the razzmatazz. Doesn't that just change the whole? It's so much better.
I don't know, Ken. I feel like I'm on a starry night, walking in the park with you or something. Very, very
hand in hand,
romantic.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps.
Okay.
Perhaps.
By the way,
by the way.
Yep. You by the way first. I'll by the way next.
Somebody commented that they like Linda's jokes better. RL commented they like Linda's jokes better.
Yeah.
Who do you think I get these jokes from? Huh?
That's right. Okay, I'm going to by the way now. By the way, we've got prizes from a company called Freewell. Thank you, Dwayne Rich. Wow, $20 super chat. Got to give him the thank you sound effect. So, the prizes for tonight. It is a Freewell Mavic Pro prize pack that I'll be giving away later. All these things can be won by one person. You got the tablet mount. Let me enlarge my picture here. The tablet mount. So you can put a larger tablet on your Mavic Pro. Then, this is really cool, a whole selection of filters. That's a lot of them. This is all from Freewell, a company called Freewell. And this monitor hood, so that you can use it in bright sunlight. And if that wasn't enough, and don't you think it ought to be, a Freewell t-shirt. How about that? One size fits most. I think it's a extra large, yeah. So,
Ken, I know you're not going to like this, but I think you should throw a Ken Heron shirt in there as part of the prize package.
No, I will. I'll do that. I'll throw that in there.
What does the audience think?
And I'll charge it. I'll charge it to Kelly.
Charge it to me. Put it on my tab.
Yeah. What are people saying in the chit chat? And tell us what's new with you, Kelly. What's going on with you, man? Lloyd Mendenhall, the grumpy vlogger. Thank you so much.
He did $1.99.
Yeah,
that's or maybe it's $5. I don't know, but I have been loving my Tello. I got one about 2 weeks ago. I've published a review of it, and I just did a test flying it indoors. It's not the best drone in the world, but for $99, the flight modes that it comes with and the tech in it, and the most amazing thing actually is the sensors that it uses for vision sensors for staying in place. Mm-hmm. It does not have GPS, but if you watch my review video, I was out on a very windy day, and you see it tipped over sideways, fighting the wind, just using those sensors. So really cool little drone for $99 if you want to check it out. I'm actually thinking about giving mine away, but I'll have details about that later once I'm done with it.
And have you messed with the whole programming side of it?
That's actually something I want to do before I give it away. Somebody just commented, "You hit the picnic table." Yes, in the video, the very last shot is me trying to fly it under my picnic table in my backyard and whacking right into it. And what's cool is it doesn't crash. It actually just kind of spins and then goes up in the air and keeps going. So, Jello, Tello.
Awesome. Well, this is, and I'm glad that you're sitting in for Dana. Dana, by the way, is actually taking a cruise with the family. He's on the high seas in the Love Boat.
Do you think he took his Mavic Air?
No.
No?
I hope so, but no. He doesn't like packing stuff. And he would be too tempted to fly it off the bow of the ship. If you were on a cruise, wouldn't you be tempted out in the middle of the ocean to fly?
Absolutely.
I would totally do it.
They probably don't like that. That's probably not something the cruise lines like that much.
I took a cruise one time when I was 17. I went to Bermuda. Got the worst sunburn I ever had in my life because I fell asleep at a place called Horseshoe Beach. Well, on the way back, we're out in international waters, and it happened to be the 4th of July. I'm 17. I'm stupid. I don't know any better. I got books of matches, lighting entire books of matches and just letting them fall over the side of the ship, one after the other, celebrating the 4th of July. Well, the captain himself came up to me and he said, do you want to pay the $100,000 fine for soliciting a May Day? Because that's what you're doing. If any other ships saw that, then yes, that would be considered a May Day, and that would be very costly. And I said, no, sir. And I went back to my cabin.
All right, quick trivia question. You mentioned the Love Boat earlier.
Yeah.
Anybody know the Love Boat captain's name? I'll give you a hint. His initials are MS.
Oh, I know.
Ken?
Yeah, what's the prize?
No, not you.
Is somebody getting a prize?
I will give a ReadySetDrone. I will mail a ReadySetDrone sticker to the first person that answers that.
A sticker? Come on.
Yes, a sticker. Oh, okay, a T-shirt. I will mail a T-shirt to the first person who knows the name. No, that's the actor. Gavin McLeod is the actor. Who? What was? Yes, the last name. Drones Forever. You got the last name. You got to get the first name. Stubing is the last name. It's. I don't think it was Stubin. I think it was Stubing. No,
you want?
Come on.
It's not.
Come on.
You want his actual first name?
Yeah, the captain is Captain Stubing, but his first name was not Malcolm. Merrill. That is Michael Palmer. Michael Palmer, you got it.
Wow.
Merrill Stubing was the captain of the Love Boat.
Okay.
Isaac was the bartender. Julie was your cruise director, and Gopher was the comic relief.
Yeah, and
of course Doc.
And millennials, I'm sure you can catch that at Nick at Night. So now, Kelly, this is something very important, and I'm sure you are a huge YouTuber. I don't know why you even come down out of the clouds to talk to me, but you have connections, I'm sure, and you can verify this. But have you heard about the new Phantom? Yeah.
I have not.
Sure you have.
About the new Phantom.
Well, I have, and here's a picture of it. This is the rumored, I'm using air quotes, the Phantom 4 Pro version 2.0. And, of course, you can see there the quiet propellers there. This is not the Phantom 5, but here's what I have about this. With the Mavic Air release and Osmo Mobile 2 and Ronin Gimbals showcase at CES, which you attended, did you not?
No, I did not.
No, you didn't. Okay. Well, DJI has been dishing out a lot of new products, but some leaked images of a new Phantom 4 Pro model have emerged. According to sources, the new quadcopter will be called the Phantom 4 Pro version 2.0. And of course, you have nothing to say about this.
I honestly don't know.
Do you know, or you just
talked to my DJI peeps in a while? So
okay,
the love is gone. And who knows?
Thanks, Lloyd.
It's typically, I will say that typically, as far as the release of these things goes, even if they are going to give pre-releases to people, it happens pretty. They don't give you a lot of time with it. You usually get it.
Right. Well, according to sources, DJI submitted the radio frequency equipment to Taiwan, revealing the model's name. It's got the propellers with angled ends. They've done this too. It's typical DJI behavior.
Why didn't they just paint it platinum and call it the Mavic, the Phantom 4 Platinum? I mean
it's been done. The platinum name has been done. By the way, the bottom of the controller here, as you can see, let me try to zoom this in for you. It's ventilated, and it's speculated that the hardware is based on Lightbridge 2. There's a possibility that the drone will run on a new generation of OcuSync, which is, of course, based on what the original Mavic Pro is known for.
Well, Lightbridge is older. Lightbridge has been around longer than OcuSync. Lightbridge was the first. I think it came out with the Phantom 3 or the Phantom 4, the original Phantom 4. I'd actually be kind of bummed if they released an iterative Phantom 4 Pro, because I love my Phantom 4 Pro. And, I just have this urge to get the latest and greatest, but I don't think I could justify getting a Phantom 4
I don't like
Pro Plus.
I don't like these incremental upgrades. I'm sure it's awesome. I'm sure it's quieter. By the way, Joshua Harris, thank you so much for that. Hey, Ken, love your channel. Can I get a shout out for my channel? Putting out a drone video tomorrow where I flew out over a lake in the mountains of no. Thanks, man. Joshua Harris Vlogs. I'm sorry, I can't give you a shout out. Joshua Harris Vlogs. I just can't do that.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't go to Joshua Harris Vlogs channel.
Yeah, we don't
like his videos.
No, we don't do shout outs. Joshua Harris Vlogs. So
you know why? Because he only gave $9.99. He couldn't make it $10. Come on, Joshua Harris Vlogs.
I don't know where this 99 stuff's coming in. Oh, speaking of leaked stuff, apparently this is the Phantom 5.
What?
Ooh. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So as you can see there, the camera looks very similar to I'm guessing the something else that they have in the DJI family.
Looks like an
jacked up on me. There we go. Okay.
What?
Yeah, it's doing little fun things. So there is what it looks like. As you can see, there's some folding legs. I've got another picture here of some leaked stuff. This is, Paul Koenig, $20. Thank you so much, man. He said he saw my Arch video in St. Louis, my hometown. I live 1 mile from the beauty and hope to fly it someday. Well, unfortunately, when I did that was years ago, and they have since created fencing around it. What is it? Geofencing. That is off limits now.
Well, thank you, Paul Koenig, for the donation. By the way, anybody know what Koenig means in German?
Yes. No,
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know what it means.
It means king.
Really?
Yep. Paul King.
You are the Koenig of quick aside information. Before we get too far away from
Americanize that name.
Yeah. Before we get too far away from what we were talking about, I have another image here of the Phantom 5 camera. This is a drawing of it, and the only thing I can understand is, I guess, 1-inch CMOS. And and then I have another image here, if I can get this to work, of the camera on the supposed Phantom 5. There you go. So this is supposed leaked photos, because you know it's been in development. I mean, this is the next big thing from DJI. This is going to be a big thing.
So you think Phantom 5 before Mavic 2?
No, absolutely not.
So
No.
you think Mavic Pro 2 first?
Yes, and I think Phantom 5 will absolutely be available before Christmas of 2018. I would hope so. How about you, Kelly? What do you think?
I would hope so as well. I would certainly hope so. But man, I've been having a great time with my Mavic Air. I do love that little guy. It's just I have it in my car, and I find that now I'll fly so much more often because it's always there, and it's so quick to get up in the air.
And that's the thing about these new products. When, like, say you have a Mavic Pro, and then the Mavic Pro Platinum comes out. Yes, you want that, but it doesn't mean that your Mavic Pro is any less awesome.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I just got those props that you had for the Mavic Pro, the ones with the LEDs built into them.
Yeah.
Those things are awesome. They are so trippy to watch at night. I'm working on a video for them. I haven't got it published yet, but yeah, really, really fun to watch those things. And I've just been flying those on my old Mavic Pro, one that I've had since October of 2016. So it's coming up on a year and a half old.
Cool. And so you're going to have a video on that soon?
Yeah.
Well, I had the same company sent me a set of those, and I gave them away because I don't have a Mavic, so I put it on a drill.
Yeah.
Like, but when you have them on the Mavic and you change direction, does it change the lights? Like, do they move differently from the different speeds or whatever?
You mean like when I adjust the yaw?
Yeah, or when you're just moving it around.
I don't remember them changing colors, but
no, I mean like the pattern. Does the pattern change at all?
No, I have not observed that. That's something I'll have to take a look at for the. I just started the video, doing the unboxing and the putting them on and all that stuff, and then I actually did a test flight but it was too bright outside, so you couldn't really see them. So
Okay.
I have to do one when it's a little darker.
Cool. Shall we head and see what's in the mailbag?
What's in the mailbag?
Email. We get email. We get your email every day. Here's your mail today.
Okay. Well, this wasn't email. This is snail mail. And if you would like to send me snail mail, you can do so at this address. Ken Heron, 215 Baker Road, Huntington, Tennessee, 38344. And I would appreciate the heck out of it. I love getting mail. So this is from Andrew Reddick, and it's addressed to Best Droner Guy on the Internet. I apologize,
Hey.
Kelly. I apologize. I feel so bad.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? You're older, and I'm going to always default to my elders. So.
Ah, dude. How old are you, man? How old are you, Kelly?
Younger than you.
50.
3 years younger than you.
Are you
4 years
really?
younger than you. What are you 52? 51?
51.
Yeah, I'm 48.
Well, cool. All right. So I've got some photos
Youngster.
in here. Yeah, that's right. And I got a letter. So I'll just go. Oh my goodness! I didn't even realize I got a Steak and Shake gift card. Thank you so much. All right, Ken. Hello from Joplin, Missouri. I wanted to write to you the old-fashioned way and let you know how much my family and I enjoy your videos. After discovering you a couple of months ago, I've immersed myself in your channel and loving every minute of it. As I've told you before through email, in the evenings I'll cast some of your videos to my TV, and we all gather around to enjoy what you bring to us through the eye of your drone. But we especially love your humor, silly, laid-back personality. Enclosed are a couple things. First are some pictures of my kids enjoying some high-quality TV time. They got the biggest kick out of the video where you put makeup on. You remember that one? That was a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you're new to the channel, whatever you do, don't scroll back and look for me in girls' makeup. It was a weird day. Oh, and he says, you look like a free Ken nightmare. So here's some pictures of his kids, I guess, watching the stream. There's, they're all gathered around. There's me on the TV. And then here's another one of me and Dana and the kids. They're glued.
Ken, who's this from? What's the guy's name?
This is Andrew. Andrew Reddick.
Andrew is from Joplin, Missouri. Is that right?
That's right.
So, Andrew, I've spent a lot of time in Lebanon, Missouri, not too far from Joplin. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. That Ozarks, as a matter of fact, I do a video for my kids' summer camp every year. I do it for free in exchange for them to get to go to camp, and it is a fun place to fly because the Ozarks are beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I want to get there one day. Now, I have one more picture of his family watching me, and it is of me in makeup, so brace yourself. Okay? Aren't I gorgeous?
I love the fact that he sent these pictures to you as prints. That's so old school.
Yeah, I mean, who does that? That's great. Yeah, so thank you very much. He goes on to say, hopefully this summer we'll get the opportunity to meet you and fly our birds down by the lake or something. That would be awesome. Until then, Andrew, Brittany, Caleb, Audrey, Ezra, and Olivia. Big family. So thank you so much for all of that.
Awesome.
That's wonderful. I appreciate it. Again, if you want to send me something in the snail mail, you just go ahead and send it to this address right there on your screen, and I will get it. Yeah. All right.
Baker Road.
Baker Road. Man, my mouth is dry. Tell me something there, Kelly, while I moisten the palate.
Well, I will tell you something kind of exciting. First of all, guys, if you've never seen Ken before one of these shows, he's quite the nervous Nelly before we go on the air. He's all fidgety and dancing around.
Well, there's always something that goes wrong.
Energy.
That's true.
And he was a little, I got a little bit reprimanded as a young whippersnapper that I am because I didn't get on the Skype call until a few minutes before the show. He likes to start 90 minutes ahead of time. We have dinner at 5, and then we watch our stories.
Then we get
on the show.
Gotta do that.
So the reason I wasn't on the show is because I had the opportunity just now to interview Danny Viera. Anybody in the chat know who Danny Viera is? Let me know. Well, that could take a while.
Who is that?
I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
Danny Viera is a television host who hosts 2 TV shows about drones. One is called Droned, and one is called Ultimate Drone Challenge. I happened to see her on Ultimate Drone Challenge one night, and I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome. So I did a little Googling, found her, and she agreed to do an interview on my show. And it was really cool. She's very into FPV racing. She's Part 107 certified. She's legit. You know, she's a real awesome flyer. And so she's trying to promote, of course, women getting into drones more and promote her shows. So if you happen to be watching cable television, you know, these aren't on like major networks. You got to do a little digging. One is called Droned, and it follows her company that she it follows her drone company that she is part of that does drone videos, and the other one is called Ultimate Drone Challenge. Ultimate Drone Challenge is where they challenge people to build and fly their drones through obstacle courses. And Ken, I think if this goes somewhere, maybe you and I could be, because it's a partnership, maybe you and I could be contestants on Ultimate Drone Challenge someday.
You mean I can be a Ken-testant?
Oh, yes. I'll be a Kel-testant.
Okay, cool. By the way, if you have just joined us, and I appreciate you doing that, Dana, my usual co-host, is out in the ocean somewhere on a boat, so he'll return next week, I'm sure, with some wonderful drone footage, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And Kelly from ReadySetDrone has agreed to fill in. I really appreciate it. He did it last minute, not a lot of time to prepare. Please subscribe to his channel so that he can have triple my subscribers. We really want him to have triple my subscribers. So link is in the description.
That's sort of like the balance in the force between the dark and the light side. Pretty much I need to always... I don't even know if I'm 2X anymore, Ken. I think at one point I was, but you're catching up really fast.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. And so we're 2 minutes late from calling our guest tonight, Justin Simon. He's an 18-year-old young man. I can say that because I'm an old man. He's a student at Fredericksburg Christian High School in Virginia. He's writing a paper on the benefit of drones and how these benefits outweigh privacy concerns. He has a YouTube channel called Justastic Films. There's a link in the description. And he interviewed me about this a couple weeks ago, so there's a link to that full interview as well in the description of this video. Here is a little bit of that so you can kind of get an idea of what we were talking about.
Well, talking about like drones in the future, where do you see, or where do you think drones will head further in the future? I know you were mentioning like autonomous stuff.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean there'll be drone deliveries. There'll be. Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 18.
18. Oh man, I gotta tell you, I wish that I was 18 because you will live long enough to see so much awesome stuff, drones and otherwise. I'm 51. I remember pre-cell phones. I remember before everybody had a home computer. So yeah, it is expanding exponentially, almost daily, the technology. New drones coming out, new ways of using them, very positive ways of using drones, rescue drones. I think it's Norway that has developed an ambulance drone that can go and deliver medicine to, or defibrillators, and that's what really impressed me was, and I forget, it's one of those countries way off Earth, but they have a defibrillator drone.
Wow!
And if somebody's having a heart attack, people die of heart attacks because by the time they call, the ambulance didn't get there in time. So this drone can fly there and bring the those paddle things, and bring them back to life.
Wow.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, that is
drones,
amazing.
Yeah, drones can save lives. They can do many, many wonderful things.
So, I did drone on a little bit about that. Thank you, Everyday Dad. Yes, the Everyday Dad. His channel is growing very fast, so please check him out. He is part of our big collective drone community. Thank you for the super chat.
And he did a pretty awesome review of the Tello as well. I watched that, enjoyed it. By the way, Ken, you kind of did go get off my lawn there with. I remember when we didn't have these cell phones and all this crazy stuff.
I got underwear older than you, man. All right, so we're gonna bring this fine young man in, if I can.
Yes.
If I can do it. Hopefully the backwoods bandwidth will hold up. Yeah, let's see here. Calling Justin Simon. Justin Simon. And then I hit this button here, and then I bring
Simon.
Then I bring in, I push this. I
thought for sure he would be British. You know, Simon is the most British name I know.
Oh man. I forget his he gave me his oh no.
He must be watching. Justin.
Well, his username. Oh, man. His username is his mom's name, and I can't remember it. Son of a gun.
Oh, it must be Time. Justin Time?
No, but that's funny. I like that. I'm going to go.
Justin the Wind?
Yeah, you go ahead and what am I doing here? Oh,
well,
yeah,
here, you want me to talk a little bit, because I've got a few
go
more
ahead.
things
You
to
go ahead.
discuss with the fine folks out there.
I'm gonna check.
So, I actually have been remiss. I did have my subscriber of the month from January, which was Big Drone Flyer 77, Donnie. I haven't seen him on chat tonight, but I do have a subscriber of the month for February already picked out. And I'm super excited to announce the winner. I'm going to give them a nice little prize set package of stuff. And I also have almost finished the user subscriber content video that I've been putting together called Close Calls. I've got about 7 videos of close calls that I'm going to be putting into this compilation. I actually got that idea from Ken. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that.
Sure.
It's been fun watching other people's footage and actually putting it together and commenting on it, you know, in a snarky sort of way. It's been a ton of fun. So I promise within the next week to have the subscriber of the month and for February, as well as the user-generated content videos out on my channel, ReadySetDrone.
You know what?
What?
I think I got it. Oh man, I hope this is it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna call Randy. Yeah, this is it. Golly. Sorry, Justin. Let's see if he answers the Skype. Good Lord.
Hello.
Hey, he's here. All right. See, I forgot that you're using your mom's account, right?
Yeah, I had created it a while back, but now I just use it and I never changed the username for it.
You know how us old people are. You know, we just can't remember things.
I can blame my concussion, though. So where are you in the world? You're in Virginia? What city?
Yes, sir. I'm in Stafford, Virginia.
Oh, please don't call me sir.
Okay.
Please. I mean, that's very polite. Kelly, do you hate it when youngsters call you sir? Doesn't it make you feel...
No. I've earned that. I've earned that, Justin.
You're right.
You refer to me as sir, yes, sir, every single time I address you tonight.
Yes,
please.
sir.
Yes, sir. I gotcha.
Okay.
Yes. Now drop and give me 20.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so very briefly, tell people a little bit about what your involvement with drones is. You're writing a paper for your English class. Is that right? And you're a senior. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about what that paper is going to be about.
So I'm writing a paper on how the benefits of drones actually outweigh the privacy concerns that a lot of people have with them, because there's so many things that drones can be used for that it just far outweighs all of these privacy concerns. That when people have privacy concerns, they want to kind of constrain drones and put all these laws on them to prevent them from getting where they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing that, it limits a lot of people like professional filmmakers or YouTubers, or like you were saying with the defibrillator drone and the ambulances, like with those kinds of things, and even the police and law enforcement that are using drones now, if limitations continue to get put on them, it'll really limit the efficiency and the betterness that drones provide for us. So I'm trying to make that argument in my paper. And then I knew your YouTube channel, so I thought, what better person to interview than Ken, because he knows so much stuff about drones. And
well, I pretend to. But Kelly actually knows more than I do. Isn't that right, Kelly?
Oh.
Well, I guess it depends on what we're talking about, but yeah, I think collectively we probably know 75% of what there is to know together.
Well, I appreciate you going in that direction. It's great that we have young people that are shining a positive light on the drone industry. We need more of that because there's so much negativity.
Agreed.
Yeah. And what kind of drones do you have, sir?
I actually have them behind me. I have the Phantom 4 up there and the Mavic Pro.
Okay.
Sweet.
And which one's your favorite?
I think as of right now, I'm gonna have to go with the Mavic Pro. Only because it's got so much better portability than my Phantom, because I take my drone to school a lot, or I'll take it on trips that we go on, like a school retreat or something, and it's so much easier to carry around the Mavic Pro than it is the Phantom.
Yeah,
Although
that's
the
true.
Phantom, I feel more comfortable with it. I feel like I have better control over it. Of course, it does better in the high winds, and I have that wider angle when I'm filming. But when it comes down to it, portability is the decision for me. And for most of the screens that we view our stuff on, they don't go above 1080p. We're starting to transition over to 4K, but the drone camera on the Mavic Pro does the quality just fine. So I'm very happy with it.
Yes, and you mentioned you do bring it to school, and I have proof of this. I don't know what. All right, there are rules about flying over people, and I'll just go ahead and show this while we're talking. This is you in your gym, clearly flying over people. Now the rules state,
so there was, everybody was pretty excited about the drone.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Look at that. So, and do you have a group of friends at school that are into drones, or is there a drone club?
There's not a drone club as of yet. We have a video club that has some involvement with drones, but I have friends at my school that use drones a lot. Sometimes we'll fly together. I have another friend that has a Mavic Pro and a Spark and a Phantom 4, all of them. And we've flown together a couple times. So there's a small community of people that have drones, but no official club has been started yet. But I could definitely see it as something in the future starting. That would be very cool.
Do you know how lucky you are to be your age and to have all this wonderful technology? When I was your age, hold on, let me get the music, the proper music for this.
All right.
When I was your age, everything was in black and white. You could buy a car for a nickel.
No, but we didn't. I had like video cameras that were this big, and now they're this big. I hope you do consider yourself lucky. This is like the golden age of technology, the internet, and really social media creativity.
Definitely. I definitely am very lucky with all the stuff that I've gone through, because when I first started my YouTube channel, I started my first video, I shot it on my iPhone, and then I edited the whole thing in iMovie. I didn't even have a drone yet. And going from an iPhone to then like a DSLR camera, and then to a drone where I could bring aerial content into all my videos, taking those steps and then having the portability factor where I can take it anywhere super easily and make amazing content like that, it was a game changer. And at that first time when I was starting, I never thought that I would be where I am today, where I can make that kind of content so easily and efficiently without having to really break a sweat and setting everything up and getting it in the air.
Yeah, it's so wonderful to not have technology prohibit your creativity. And
For sure.
Kelly, you were about to say something before. I'm sorry, I interrupted you, sir.
Oh, I was just going to recommend something regarding the video club. Ken, were you in the AV club back in the day?
Yeah.
I was too. All right.
Yeah.
Did you run the film projector? Did the teacher say, "Does anybody want to run the film projector for us?"
Yeah, and if you remember, it was like, today at the and then you have to take a pencil and yeah, I remember those days.
So Justin Simon, here's my advice to you. Go ahead, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir. I'm listening.
Get some girls in the video club.
Yes.
Get some girls in the drone club. That's the key right there, my friend.
Yeah.
And start a band, and if you want to play on the football team, all those kind of things you got to do. But whatever you do, get some girls in the drone club.
We do have some. Most of the interest right now is more middle school based, but they're getting ready to be ninth graders or higher, and we have some girl involvement in there. But it's the same thing with our tech team. It's more guy oriented, but we have girls coming in. We're trying to push for that each time that we do it.
If you don't want to go to prom with your mom, I'm just saying.
Is Justin in today's high school, is AV club or whatever reasonable facsimile you have thereof, is it the domain of the nerd? Because when I was in high school, I loved nerd girls. I just loved them.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I guess there's a couple. I don't know. It's kind of difficult to tell.
Give us a scoop, man.
Like I said, well, there's just not that much girl involvement when it comes to technology. I think really there's a lot of girls at our school that are interested in the technology, but when they see the technology and their first thought is, that looks really hard, I don't think I can do that.
But that's not I wouldn't say that's a gender thing. Would you? I mean...
Well, no. It goes with guys, too. But
gotta be
I just
fair.
think that because there's a lot more guys doing the technology stuff right now, that when the majority of our girls see the majority of the guys doing all the tech stuff, they kind of get first thoughts. Like, collectively, they're all thinking it's too difficult. I might not be able to do that. But once that barrier is overcome, the girls have lots of fun with the technology and the drone. We just have to get past that barrier.
That's true.
So we started out with drones, and we've shifted to the birds and the bees. How did this happen?
Well, let's get back to drones here. I've got a great clip here, and you can tell us about where this is, what this is, and what you were flying with.
Okay, so this was in West Virginia. This is Mount Seneca, and I was flying with my Phantom 4. I didn't have a Mavic Pro at the time. And it was a really, really cool experience to be able to film Mount Seneca. I think in the next clip right after this, you can actually see one of the climbers going up.
No, this is awesome.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, there he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just...
Hey, Ken, we're not seeing it. We're still seeing Justin. We don't see the video.
What? Really? Are you kidding?
Really? Oh, now we see your audio.
Maybe you're just not seeing it. Bumblebee.
I saw it online.
Bumble.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Kelly was having... I'll play it again.
Maybe I'm behind.
I'll play it again.
Must be the delay.
Yeah, there you go. And there was music with it too. And I really like the way you edited this with the music when it starts speeding up and the music picks up.
Thank you.
Yeah, check this out. We'll let this play.
All right.
And the blue in the sky is really popping. You must have had an ND filter or a polarizing filter, or no?
No, I actually just did some color correction in post-production.
It looks awesome.
This thing has a name, doesn't it? It's got like isn't it like the blade or the mount sword
Mount
or
Seneca, but I've not heard a nickname for it before.
Well, it's very beautiful.
I mean, it looks like the devil's backbone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I've got a couple more clips as time is slipping away. There's one of the clouds that you wanted me to share with everybody. Explain the cloud shot.
Sure. So in West Virginia, we went to a really high mountain, and I'm actually kind of surprised because there were really strong winds, but the Phantom was able to handle it pretty well. But I was able to get 400 feet higher than my current elevation, and that 400 feet higher allowed me to get into those clouds, and it was just an incredible view.
This is awesome.
Being able to view these clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really cool. So is that time lapsed or sped up, or is that real time?
No, that's time lapse.
Oh my goodness!
If I leave it in real time, it's about like 5 to 10 minutes of just sitting there. But it was definitely versing some pretty heavy winds, which is what I like about the Phantom. It has that power to maintain itself in those winds. But yeah, it was beautiful.
So you've obviously been watching Ken's channel about flying 400 feet over 400 feet.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good.
Well done.
So your channel, the link is in the description. I encourage everybody to go and check it out. Will you be posting more drone videos?
I will. I will. I actually, I'm going to try and do more drone stuff in the future. My most recent video is about, it's titled The VTA Trip, which is, VTA is a drama competition, and it's held in Virginia, and our school went, and we performed a show called The Torchbearer of Freedom, and the production guy, his name's Josh King, he got the play from his professor that he was with in college, so we didn't have to pay any kind of copyright for it or anything. We just went and performed it. And the key thing with it is that you have to, it's all student-led. The director can't do anything. He can like help us get to where we need to be, but the students do everything. So within 45 minutes, we have to set up the entire set, then do the production, and then tear down, and then the best person that does it within that 45-minute timeline wins. But in there, I have some drone footage of where I was kind of flying. I was flying over the water. There was some nice sunset footage in the evening. I flew it with the Spark, actually, because at the time I didn't have the Mavic Pro, so I couldn't take my Phantom because it was just so big. So my friend had a Spark, so we were flying that around, which was pretty cool.
It has been an absolute treat to have you on, sir. I appreciate you making the time. Please thank your mom for letting us use her Skype account and confusing this old man. So again, it's Justin Simon. Link in the description to his channel. Best of luck in your future endeavors. I think you're going to be successful in whatever you end up doing.
Totally agree, Justin. Thank you so much for being honest, and really just keep it up. If you want to grow that channel, just keep putting out good content.
Thank you. Thank you both so much for the time, and thank you, Ken, for the interview. It was very helpful, and I'll be sure to send you I can actually probably send you both a copy of the paper once it's done if you'd like to check it out. Your quotes are in there, and you're properly cited and all that.
Okay, and again, my interview is in the description as well. Thanks. Okay, see ya.
All right, see you later. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, so that went well, and now on to the next thing. And the next thing is...
you want me to check here? We've got
no, I got it.
Videos.
I'm trying to... I was trying to be slick there, but of course I can't be, because something happened.
Uh-oh.
We're giving away more junk.
That's it. That's all I wanted to do, because it's time to give away more junk. All right. And it's not junk by any means.
By the way, everyone, reminder that Ken has put out a bounty. Every $10 super chat gets you a pair of Ken Heron drone eyes. So
that's true, yes.
Don't forget it.
Thanks, I appreciate you saying that. And speaking of which,
Ken Heron drone eyes.
I've got a picture of someone who, and I appreciate people, if you receive your stuff from me, which sometimes can take a while, please send me a picture. This is from Dennis Lovelady. This is a set of eyeballs that he got here. He put on his golf cart along with some other people that you may recognize there.
Nice.
So that's his golf cart with the eyeballs. Yes. All right. So now it's time to play the game where we can give away this Mavic Pro prize pack from Freewell that includes this awesome holder thingamahoozer. What's it's Dwayne? You already did that. Stop it, Dwayne. You stop that. Thank you so much. Good night. Thank you for the money. Any update on the drone donation program you're trying to start? Yes, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. Kelly and I had an idea, and I'm glad you brought that up, Dwayne. We'll talk about that in a minute. Are you prepared to talk about that here, Kelly, in a second?
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
awesome.
I think it's fantastic.
All right, so let's give this away very quickly. Once again, from Freewell, it's a tablet mount. Thank you, Bumble. Appreciate it. And you also get these filters. These are for Mavic Pro. A monitor hood. And a Freewell t-shirt. They were very generous to send this stuff for me to give away. So, it's a very simple question. Mark Ogleton, another few drops of gas for the Venturemobile. Thank you so much. Does it seem to you, Kelly, that I get more super chats when something goes wrong? Are these pity chats?
Yeah, I was gonna say super pity chat.
Yeah,
it's all right, man. It's just like getting a date when you're in the AV club, right?
Yeah, I'll take it any way I can get it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. All right, so the question, first person to get it right, and Kelly's gonna help me. He loves those drum rolls. For the Freewell Mavic Pro prize pack, the question is, that's enough, Kelly. Thank you. You can stop now. Thank you. I'm gonna buy you some bongos or something. All right, the question. First person to get it correct. What does DJI stand for? And who is the company's founder? It's a two-part question. What does DJI stand for?
Let the Google begin.
Yeah, no kidding. And who is the company's founder? I will let Kelly be the final judge and arbiter of who wins. Yes, Google it if you must, but don't Bing it, because you will not win. Is Bing still around?
Well, it'll say that it's Bill Gates who founded it. If you all right, I'm watching the chats. We're down to the Bruce Abbey's got the right name for it, but he doesn't have the name of the founder. Come on.
Oh man.
Need the name and the founder.
Yeah, name and founder in the same chat.
Yep. Caleb S has also got it. Also Chad's got it. And PDM Aviation. And wait a minute. There's Jim Fry. First one to come through with both.
So Jim Fry win?
Jim Fry wins.
Very good. Congratulations, Jim Fry. Of course, I will go back with my team and make sure that is correct.
Yes. We're going to have the accounting firm of Dunn, Bradstreet, and Heron double check.
Right. And for anyone who wasn't watching the chat, the answer is DJI stands for Dajang Innovations, and the founder is Frank Wang. And
Frank Wang.
and those are just words that are fun to say, aren't they?
You know, actually one of my favorite words that goes against what we do, but it's anti-aircraft. Just say that a few times. Anti-aircraft.
Isn't it anti?
See, you can have so much fun with it. You can make it your own. And I had an anti-aircraft, but she was kind of surly and never invited us over for dinner.
Okay. Now back to the comedy. Thanks for that break.
Anti-aircraft.
All right.
I'm so hungry.
So
go tell your son to go sit.
And remember, don't drink and stream, folks.
Why is it funny when Ken makes bad jokes and nobody likes my bad jokes? I don't get it.
I can't answer that and be polite. Okay, moving on. There's a new. Don't you love all these new gizmos that are people carrying drones? Well, I've got one here called the Flight Cycle. It's FLYT Cycle, and I'm just going to go ahead and play this and let you think about whether or not you would ride something like this. Okay? And here it is.
Everybody, my name is Ansel, and I'd like to introduce you to my invention, the Flight Cycle.
Looks awful close to his knees. All those spinning.
Well, he's mowing the lawn with it. That's what it does.
Yeah, you can do that and clear the leaves.
Trim the hedges.
Yeah.
You could even do a little manscaping with that.
Yeah, these are all euphemisms. So Kelly, is this something that you would? Is this something that you would ride?
I think that's a little close to the knees for my taste. I think once we get some knee guards in there, I would do it. But as it stands right now, I would not get on that thing. I like my legs way too much.
Right. And, you know, it was great to have Justin on today because really, if you think about it, we have come a long way in the aviation industry. I'm going to play a little clip of some old-timey experimental airplanes and flying machines. You may have seen these on the YouTubes, but these are actual genuine efforts from the 1920s of people trying to make similar machines before the understanding of how everything worked.
And then maybe you can narrate it as my anti-aircraft.
Yes. Well, here we have the spinny thing that's clearly way too heavy to get off the ground.
Just like your Uncle Herbert.
Hey, come on now.
Yeah, these are all pretty, I mean, clearly a lot of work went into creating these.
But you know what? You know one common thing between these and the new device you just showed?
Yeah.
These also look like they could wreck your knees.
Yes.
If you weren't careful.
And look at this dude. He's so confident. Oh, I'll just jump off the bridge. I'll be fine. Right? Yeah.
Here's my Uncle Herbert.
My favorite one is coming up.
That's why my anti-aircraft is a widow.
All right, here comes my favorite one. It is the Sky Car. Now, they got the rotating thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
But then the umbrella spinny thing. I mean, look at all that metal. Even if it was made of carbon fiber, I don't think that thing would get off the ground. Isn't that crazy?
That's how I used to get to work every day in my Sky Car.
And then we'll
and then we went green, and I got the Sky Bike with the rocket on the back.
Oh my gosh!
And
so
you know what? He's not wearing a helmet. I didn't wear a helmet when I was 10.
We don't need helmets. You and your kids with your helmets. By the way, Kelly, you remember wearing helmets on the bike when you were a kid?
No.
No, me neither. Knee pads, nothing. We just got out there, and Mom was fine with it. She's like, brr, whatever.
I sat in the front seat with no seatbelt on, and I shifted the gears for my mom in our standard car so she could drink her tea.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember a punishment was you had to sit on the hump. We had a rear-wheel drive car, and I had to sit on the... If you were bad, they made you sit on the hump. And you used to see all the time kids in the back of station wagons waving, no buckles. Yeah. So congratulations again to who won the Freewell stuff?
It was Jim Fry.
Jim Fry. Okay, he's our winner guy.
And by the way, we have somebody named hold on, somebody who wants you to read something. I'm scrolling back up.
Thank you, Jake.
He asked if you remembered his prank call. Is there somebody who did a prank call to you?
Prank call.
Liam?
I think so.
His messages just got deleted by one of the moderators, so I guess maybe it wasn't appropriate.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jake Sloan, for the super chat. Thanks for the great show. Come to Alaska. I would love to come to Alaska. That'd be awesome. By the way,
I think we also missed Ken Bailey, who gave us $10 for some eyeballs.
Thank you.
Mail, Ken. And then
make sure that if you want the eyeballs, to please private message me. I'm not saying the concussion made me forgetful, but I can't remember stuff anymore for some reason.
And even if you didn't donate, do it, and he'll send you some anyway because he can't remember.
That's true. You could probably get some free eyeballs out of me.
Like they're water.
I do, but I'm actually running out. Before we get too far away, I did want to show you the Freewell website here. If you want to go check it out, they've got a ton of accessories for drones. It's a great place to find products that are sometimes hard to find. And it's Freewell. The company's called Freewell. Yep. I don't
know if you mentioned to RSP Drone Photography's $20 donation and comment that says, "Great show, Ken and Kelly." That was very kind.
Thank you so much. By the way, the razzmatazz is gone, and that was because we had two people on Skype. Should we bring it back? Should we bring back the razzmatazz?
Let's bring it back.
Was it hurting anyone?
Because
I do. I like the razzmatazz. Love it. Love the Raz. Okay. I've got a few more clips here. You got time to hang out, Kelly?
Well, you got a couple of other viewer videos to show?
Yes, sir. I've got a great, and by the way, viewer video of the week coming up, and it's a good old good one. But right now, I've got viewer Keith Thompson. This is a Phantom tracking another Phantom in Arizona, and it's got a bunch of really cool cacti. That is the plural of cactus, I believe. Just like if you have a bunch of Priuses, it's Prii, right?
Prii.
I think so. Hey, I've been to that hill. They all look the same. But this is awesome, and this is going to be the next viewer compilation. Subject.
Nice.
If you want to send your tracking video, send it to kenheronupload@gmail.com. And then the one after that, you can even send in your reverse videos, your backwards flying videos. That's for the next one after that. Have you been to Arizona, Kelly?
I have. It's beautiful. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite places in Arizona is between Tucson and Phoenix. There's a place called Texas Canyon, and the rocks look like the rocks from the Roadrunner and Coyote show. They're big giant rocks on little tiny rocks, and they just sit there, and they're awesome.
Oh, the rock formations are so beautiful out in that part of the country. When I was there last, I was like an hour and a half from the Grand Canyon. I really should have gone.
You should have gone.
Yeah.
And I want to know in the chat, has anybody ever stopped in that near Texas Canyon at the Thing? I don't even know if it's still there, but years ago you would drive through and there were signs that said the Thing for miles and miles, and you finally stop and you pay $2 and you go in and you get to see the Thing.
And what is the Thing, sir?
I can't tell you. It's sworn to secrecy.
I think I've seen that online.
It actually, so it was pretty goofy. It would say, "See the things, ghost of the past, the Thing, 200 miles, the Thing, blah blah blah." And you finally get there, and you walk through, and it's this museum of old junk, and it says, "This typewriter was just a thing to write the letter in 1922.
Mm-hmm.
This milk churn was just a thing to make milk on the farm."
Yeah, anyway, you just got scammed.
Google it. If you don't believe me, Google it. Well, at the very end, though, the Thing itself, the actual Thing, was supposed to be the mummy of some sort of alien or Native American or something. Help me out here, people. The world's largest hairball. Boom.
People still see that. Was it who was that the big circus guy that glued the Fiji mermaid?
P.T. Barnum.
Yeah, P.T. Barnum glued a fish to a monkey or something. Everybody lost their minds. I've got a little public service announcement from our buddy Greg Kunert. He's got a show called Oz by Drone, and I urge you to check it out. He uses Wirecast like I do, but he actually knows how to use it because he's smart like that. So I got a quick message from him about the show and when it's on. So this is from Greg Kunert in Australia. Special message from Greg Kunert in Australia about his show, Oz by Drone. What is that?
I forgot to tell people last week, you guys are changing your clocks in the US, so it was going to be 6 p.m. Central Time on Saturday in the US, but you've changed your clock, so come join us at 7 p.m. Central Time for our show Saturday. Love to see you there.
Okay, thanks, man. Link in the description.
See you guys.
Very good. Little public service announcement. There's a link in the description to that as well. Thank you, Troy.
Hey, Oz by Drone. That looks awesome.
And thanks for the super chats. Appreciate it. Oh, you know what? I didn't put this whole time. I didn't. There's your logo. I didn't put your logo up.
Oh.
And I even had I had Justin's logo too. There's his logo right there. I'm a horrible friend. Just a quick aside. This thing has been going viral, and I know people have their opinions on it. Are you a dog fan?
Yeah. Love my dog.
Okay. Are you ready to be scared?
Yeah, scare me.
Okay.
Scare me.
It's a dog with a human face. Dog with a human face. What? No! No!
Oh, dude, there's some Photoshop going on in that.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
There's some Photoshop
You
going
think?
on in that.
You
Yeah,
think?
For sure.
No.
I hate to break it to you. That thing is just the thing to fool old codgers like us.
Paul Koenig. Great show, Ken and Kelly. Thank you so much.
Paul King. Remember we Americanized it?
Oh, that's right. Paul King. All right, a couple more videos as we are going over an hour here. Oh, yes. Would you like to see a large sea creature?
Ooh, yes.
By drone?
Oh, even better.
And a beautiful girl?
Okay.
Okay. This is...
But my wife's not watching.
No, this is Dino Beaton. And he caught a manatee at Anna Maria Island in Florida. This is beautiful stuff here.
You mean caught with the drone, I hope.
Well, yes, he caught the image of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Dino Beaton, my voice is going. And again, this is Anna Maria Island in Florida. Beautiful. Great time of day. That's another thing. If you're filming, the time of day is very important as far as lighting. There's a manatee. Looks like somebody's surfboard sunk. Look at that. And I believe there's a person coming up. Just to give you an idea of scale.
Hey, Bob, get in there so we can see how big that dang old thing is.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, if you have to have something to show scale, you want to see the manatee, or you want me to just put that on a loop?
That's Bobette.
Yeah. Beautiful footage.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That water's so green.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Dino, for that footage. That was wonderful.
Oh, wait, what was Dino's last name?
Beaton. Beaton. You
don't get a cooler name than Dino Beaton. I mean, that's a pretty cool name.
That is a really cool name. If you would like to send me something, like a video or something, a link, you can send a link to kenheronupload@gmail.com.
Hey, and a quick shout out to 51 Drones and Guns, Games, and Gadgets for their super chats.
Thank you. That's very super of you.
That is super.
Yeah. So, man, I had so much more. I think I always feel like I'm forgetting something. Let's go ahead and just do a quick video from Norway. Then we'll do
love videos from Norway. And shot with a spark, is that right?
Yes, this one was shot with a spark, and it's kind of unbelievable that it was. You wouldn't think that a spark would be so great at shooting in what must be a windy place. But yeah, this is this is from
the one
UAV.
Thing I learned to say in Norwegian when I was over there is I don't speak Norwegian, which is Jeg snakker ikke norsk. Jeg snakker ikke norsk means I don't speak Norwegian. So when people come up and start blathering to you in Norwegian, just say that and they'll immediately switch to English.
I've already forgotten it.
Jeg snakker ikke norsk. Repetition.
Wicka wacka wicka woo. Flurgen organ flurgen glorgen. All right. Forgive me. All right. So this is, what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, this is from UAV Fisk is the username. This is a video of Norway shot with a spark. Enjoy. That is just beautiful.
Yeah, and shot when it's cold too.
Mm-hmm. Have you found that which is better in cold? Is it the Spark or Mavic Air? Which one's the best? Or Phantom?
I've never had any of. I live in Texas, man. I've never had any of them in the cold. I did actually fly my Mavic Pro on a glacier in Norway, and it did just fine.
Glacier? I hardly knows her.
Oh, thank
Sorry.
you. Hey, Jerry. Welcome.
Where's Jerry? I don't see him there. Was he in the boat?
Oh, he's in the chat.
Oh, okay.
No, Jerry Calverley.
Oh, Jerry, yeah.
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 Our buddy.
That's right. Oh, look at this.
Wow. Yeah, that is just gorgeous. And I will say, one of the cool things about Norway is there's water everywhere. There's just fjords, ocean, just everywhere you go.
Mhm.
Lots of, and it's just beautiful.
Fjords.
Fjord.
So what do you prefer? Do you prefer a Chevy or a fjord?
And another shout out to Rick Halber. Thanks for the super chat, Rick. And by the way, another quick trivia question. I'm not going to give away a prize, but anybody know the name of the castle that Rick is using as his icon? It's Neuschwanstein in Germany.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, thanks again to UAV Fisk. Appreciate that. And
yeah, that was awesome.
The viewer video of the week in just moments, but first, let's go ahead and just take do a little bit of Q&A while we have Kelly here.
All right, hit me with the questions. I'll hit Ken with them, and he'll hit you back with an answer.
We'll hit all of you.
All right.
And the hits keep coming.
I am Wedge wants to know, Ken, how do you get more handsome every day?
Well, I would say that it's
wrinkle cream.
It's genetics, but really it's kinetics.
Evan Brazil says bird is the word. That's pretty good. Don't you know about the bird? Russell Schock says Crazy King Ludwig's castle. That is correct. But Crazy King Ludwig actually had multiple castles, Neuschwanstein being one of them. Best way to not get nervous.
Kelly, you're talking over the bird song. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So we have a question. How do you not get nervous when flying a drone?
That's a good question. Especially if you're a newbie and you just bought a drone for an amount that has a comma in it. I've known many people to not even let it more than 10 feet away from them, see them follow it with their, it gets...
How about this? Don't start with a drone that has a comma in the price tag. Start with a drone that doesn't, and then you won't be nervous when you fly the one that does.
That's true. No matter what you spend on a drone, that's money up in the air that you can potentially lose, and especially if you're flying over water or somewhere where if it comes down, you're not going to get it back again.
All right, next question. Best editing software for newbies.
What do you think, Kelly?
I guess it depends on if you're Mac or PC. I'd say if you're a PC, Sony Vegas is really good. I've used that before. And if you're a Mac, I think iMovie works really well.
iMovie's good. If you're a PC guy, I recommend Adobe Premiere Elements. It's a great lead up to Premiere Pro. So.
All right, and we have another question. Ken, how's your back doing?
It's actually doing very well. It's sore all the time. As many of you may know, I have scoliosis. 3 inches shorter than I should be because of it. I've broken my back before. I've got a lot of back problems. So I've always had a baseline pain level, and I'm returning to that. And I'm getting my flexibility back. And today is the first day that I've been able to wear normal clothes. I've been wearing sweatpants and everything for months.
He's putting that problem behind him.
Yes. Trying to put it all behind me.
So Rufus wants to know Phantom 4, Phantom 4 Pro, or Phantom 5. Honestly, if you're gonna, it just depends on your budget. The Phantom 4 is awesome, and the only real difference with the Phantom 4 Pro is the camera. So if you're wanting, it depends on what you do with it. If you're a professional photographer, I'd say Phantom 4 Pro. But if you're just getting into it, Phantom 4 makes beautiful video. And then I really can't comment on the Phantom 5 because I don't know when it'll be out.
Hopefully soon. That's what I'm waiting on. If you're deciding what drone to get first, I would suggest the Mavic Air. It's a beautiful drone. Many people are happy with it. It's convenient, shoots perfectly beautiful video, and it's made by DJI.
Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, it just depends on. That was Rufus Wolfson. It just depends on what you want to do. There's something about Canada's drone laws needing $100,000 worth of drone certificates. I don't know anything about that, actually. My wife's Canadian. I should know that. Somebody wants to know, Ken, what's the next drone you're going to get?
I am waiting for the Phantom 5.
Phantom 5.
Phantom 5
for the win.
all day long. Yeah. I was thinking about getting an Inspire 2, but it's just too cumbersome.
You weren't inspired?
Yeah.
How many hours are Phantom props good for? I'll take that one. I would say as many as you can fly them without dinging them up or having them in any extreme cold or extreme heat.
That's a great question.
I've got some props that are still original to my Phantom that are in great shape. I've got some newer ones that I've dinged. As soon as they get a chip or a crack in them, throw them away.
Yeah, these right here, these are the original props that came with it. I still have the extra pair there, but I'm always checking and clean them off once in a while. You get bug gook and stuff on there that you don't really realize or that you can see. But let me show you. I haven't even had these props off. That's the great thing about the Phantom 4 Pro, and between the difference between the Pro and just the regular Phantom 4 is that wrong button. Okay, is the way that the props go on. With this center spring, it's so secure. The other one had these leaf springs. Remember that, Kelly?
Yeah.
And those would lose their boinginess. And you'd have to.
Although I actually have a pretty funny video. The first time I ever flew my Phantom 4 Pro, I actually didn't put the props on correctly, and I fired it up, and all 4 of them shot into the air.
I saw
and
it.
The drone just sat there. Yeah,
that was
pretty good
awesome.
stuff.
That was awesome.
Go watch that one. Any plans for trips to Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or NYC?
Yes.
Ken's going. Where are you going?
Well, my mom lives near Philadelphia, and so I'm gonna make a trip up there soon. Mom, if you're watching,
Nice.
that was supposed to be a surprise.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he's gonna visit as anti-aircraft too.
That's right. I love the tri-state area. I grew up in Philadelphia. I love it up there, and I haven't done a lot of filming. There is a video, if you search my channel, recently, just before Christmas, where I went to Ocean City, New Jersey, and did a lot of filming in that area. So check that out.
Right on. Well, somebody says New Jersey, New Jersey, New Jersey, New Jersey. Thanks, Melvin. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're starting to lose people, so maybe it's a good time to wrap this sucker up with your promo for next week.
Well, yes, we got the viewer video of the week coming up in just a minute. Coming up, the next guest will be Bill from Coast to Coast Drones. You know Bill. Bill's a good guy.
Oh, yeah.
So Bill from Coast to Coast Drones will be on March 22nd. Again, if you super chatted and you want the eyeballs, private message me or email me, kenheronupload@gmail.com with your real name and your address. And again, shirts are available.
Yeah, dude, I really do want one of those. And I'll just do my own little plug real quick. I love this when I'm on Ken's show. My daughter always says, "Were you on Ken's show again?" Because she manages my Instagram account, and I sometimes get a lot of new Instagram followers. So if you happen to be on Instagram and you want to see some cool pictures of drones, the Tello, I've been doing a lot of pictures with that lately. The Mavic Air, my dog, Ken in makeup, all that kind of stuff on my Instagram. Please go follow me on Instagram, and I also every month send out stickers to anybody on Instagram, any Instagram followers who actually direct message me for them with their address. So if you go to Instagram, direct message me, I will send you a ReadySetDrone sticker.
Please do that, and I'm very proud of myself because I recently got over 1,000 followers on Instagram, and that's a great place to see where I'm going to be if I'm out traveling around. You want to meet up with me? I'll always let you know where I am, and you can find out on Instagram. And once again, before I get too far away from it, you can get these shirts at heronaerialphotography.com. All right.
And two more quick things. Number one, shout out to Stephen Hawking. Thank you, Droning, for NW. That's I agree. Smart guy. And then number two, Dwayne Rich wants to know about the drone donation program.
Oh, yes.
You and I have talked about that before, but I don't know that we've done much on it, although we both love the idea. So where are we, Ken?
Well, I believe you're the one with a garage full of drones. So, and you so generously offered to get this ball rolling. I guess the basic idea is to get drones to people who aren't, who don't have a drone. Drones make you happy, as you know. And if somebody's having a bad day or is in trouble or sick or something, we want to put a drone in their hands. So we're going to have to figure out the logistics of how we're going to do that.
I think the idea would be to nominate somebody, right? Have somebody nominate somebody, and then maybe start out once a month, or every other week, or get to once a week or something. And the big thing would be, we're not trying to send drones to people who already have drones or have the means to buy drones.
Right.
We're trying to send drones to people who might not be able to afford them, or just might need a little cheering up in their life.
That's right. If a drone will make a difference in their life, then we want to facilitate that. So, Kelly, would you agree to appear not as a co-host, but at least once a month on the show?
Absolutely.
So let's start
I'll
that.
I'll be here as many times as you want. As much as I insulted you tonight, I didn't think I'd get to come back. But
well,
who likes it when I call Ken an old man? Yes.
Yeah.
And make the guest call me sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
well, let's start that right now tonight. If you would like to nominate somebody for, and what are we calling it?
I'll tell you what. I'll go grab a drone out of my garage. Let me go grab one real quick.
All right.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, and while he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and share the viewer video of the week. We'll give you more details about the drone stuff. This is from Gary Foster. This is I'm saying this wrong, the Mululaba Ship and Lighthouse on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. This is from Gary Foster. It's the viewer video of the week. Is that Dana's cruise ship? No. What do you think of that, Kelly? Isn't that beautiful?
That is pretty awesome.
This is, and I'm saying it wrong, the Mululaba Ship and Lighthouse, Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. It's the viewer video of the week sent in by Gary Foster.
Nice. Beautiful.
Yeah. If you would like to send in a submission for a viewer video of the week, or just any old footage, please don't send me a clip. Send me a link to kenheronupload@gmail.com. And thank you so much, sir, for sending that in. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's
now,
pretty awesome.
You're back with
I've never been to Australia, but I want to go.
Oh, yeah? I want to go, too. I think that if I get my passport, that's going to be the first place I go. I'm going to go hang out with our buddy Greg. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Cool, let's do it.
All right, so...
I just invited myself.
Yeah, you can come along, sure. I need somebody to carry the bags. All right. So what are we calling this program?
Let's see. Let's come up with a good name. Any suggestions for drones for days, drones for I don't know. I don't have a good name for it, but I do have a SEMA X22 right here.
Ooh.
I had to find one that was still in the box. This is something I reviewed not too long ago. It's actually a fun little drone, good indoor flyer. I will say that one of the things I try to do when I ship drones to people is find ones that are smaller and a little lighter so they're easier to ship.
Mm-hmm.
But this would be a good starter drone for a kid or a student or someone who would like to get one. So Jerry has one. I have a student who's very interested in drowning. What?
Don't drown.
Don't drown. So maybe sending this to Jerry to get to give to one of his kids would be a good start.
Well, nominate someone by sending your a brief story about who do you think is deserving of a drone from us. We'll do this once a month, and we'll just call it the Happy Drone Club for now.
Oh no, Richard Wraith has it. The Dronation program.
The Dronation program, or Drones for Dreams. I like that. The Dronation. Okay, the Dronation.
I like
Dream of a drone.
Kind of think
Anyway, go ahead
is good, but,
and send that to kenheronupload@gmail.com. Put in the subject line, just put Drones for Dreams. I like that. Drones for Dreams. That's a tentative title for now. So we'll get a drone in the hands of someone who would very much appreciate it and would not otherwise be able to get one. It could change their life, spark an interest in a kid, cheer up someone who's in a hospital. You just don't know. So a brief, ever so brief story about why you think this particular person could benefit from having a drone. And Kelly is providing the first one. kenheronupload@gmail.com.
Yeah, so very important, because part of the problem we run into, or at least I know, is sometimes people send these to you one-off, or they might text it to you or put it on your Instagram or something. It's hard to keep track of everything unless they're all in one place. So if you send them to that address Ken just said, kenheronuploads@gmail.com, Ken will review them. And honestly, if everybody sends one, if we got 10 of them tonight, we may just put those 10 kids in the queue and, send one every month to one of them. So by the end of the year, we'll have done 10.
And by the way, just to be clear, it is Ken Heron Upload, not Uploads. I've made that mistake myself before. It's kenheronupload@gmail.com. Well, Kelly, thank you for being so generous with your time and your drones and your expertise and your chiseled good looks. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
He came in and
somebody asked about international or U.S. only. I think international's fine. If it is somewhere overseas, we'll probably send a smaller one, and we may send bigger drones to the domestic crowd just because of shipping costs.
Yes. All right. Awesome show. That went well. I don't think we're forgetting anything.
No.
Thanks.
Nicely done, Ken. Well, now that we're off the air, man, these people. Am I right?
Man, how about that one guy? Okay.
That one guy.
So thanks for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go back, and I'm always recording a local copy. If for some reason the Razzmatazz has screwed it up, I will upload a better copy. So until next time.
If you're really bored and want to watch this again, you can do it.
You can, all day long. And it won't be bogged down with commercials and stuff, because I will not be monetizing these videos from now on. So until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you, Kelly. Buh.
And bye.
Yes, sir.